OTC Markets Global Headquarters in New York City, you're listening to Advisor Insights, where we feature professionals that will address the issues that affect the small cap companies that trade on the OTC markets. So, joining us today, we have Joe Dunlow, Chief Executive Officer of B2I Technologies Inc. Hi, Joe. What's going on?
Hey Matt, how are you? I appreciate the time to speak with you today.
Absolutely, yeah. It's good to have you. So, Joe, B2I Technologies Inc. is listed in the creative agency category on the Premium Provider Directory, and it's funny. I've been working at OTC markets for almost 7 years now, but I feel like only recently have I really seen B2I Technologies kind of blow up on the map
Right.
in regards to conferences and sponsorship. So, I'm looking forward to learning more about you and your service right now. So you've been in business since about May 2000, which it sounds like that's going to be 25-year anniversary
That's
coming up. Is
right.
that correct?
Yes, absolutely. We're super excited about it. A lot of history here, a lot of progress in our offering, and just what we've seen as being beneficial to the market. So yeah, we're super excited about this.
So, Joe, well, let's get right to it. So, to start, can you think you could sum up a 25-year history into about 30 seconds or a minute?
Sure. Try my best here. Um, we started in 2000 as a software as a service. We've built this software that we were able to create websites and power a corporate website, an investor website. Back then, a lot of our competition was doing hand coding, and it was very laborious for managing the content, managing the sites. We saw this software as a service as an opportunity to make it easy to manage content through a point and click application online. So you could access it from anywhere. So that made it easy for either our team or the business or even an IR firm to go in and update this content as needed and be reflected on the website in real time without having any coding experience. So it was a pretty significant offering back then compared to our competition, since it was much more effort involved in their solutions. So that's really where our foundation started. We saw the power of technology back then.
So, again, just to clarify, you are not an IR firm. You're just a service provider for IR tools and websites, right?
That's correct. We like to call it as a digital IR, um, complementary service to your traditional IR, just because everything we focus on is in the digital realm, whether it's managing the website, and some other complementary services, but everything specifically online in that digital realm.
So it's safe to assume most, if not all, of your clients are public or private companies wanting to go public. But do you also work with IR firms?
Absolutely. In fact, our solution, what we've done is we've broadened it out to be able to work with the web developers even that are even tasked with building a website for a public company, as well as any other service provider that is trying to offer that service. So let me just kind of back up here, if you don't mind, because I'd like to approach this from the standpoint of really how we've found the best way to bring a solution, a software solution, in the best uh, manner to partner, and whether it's partnering with the client, the issuing company itself, or an IR firm or someone else that's trying to build these websites. We've made that platform that used to be a software as a service, um, in the ability to make it so anyone can go in and manage this content. Because at first we were just creating these websites just like all of our competition. We just had an easier solution to edit them. So what we've done is we've now broadened that out to partner with all of these other firms, where what we've seen is some other providers out there that they want to keep everything in house and really tight control over it. We had this platform that allowed anyone to manage the content. So we just expanded our partnership offering really to just be able to work with other companies that are tasked with this role.
So, and I guess to add on to that, what does set B2I apart from your other sort of, you know, website IR solution providers?
Sure. It is pretty profound here because we really analyzed how all of our clients wanted to work with other companies, and we wanted to empower those relationships and just offer the companies what they really wanted. In certain situations, was data feeds. We still continue to offer a traditional IR website corporate, solution here, um, but one thing that's different even in that offering is we can build a site, we can do a custom design for the corporate and investor website, and we can give control over to that, just ownership, complete ownership to the client, if that's what they want. If they want to just take it from there and manage it and just have our automated data feeds come in, and then these other editable areas, other content like calendar events, presentations, the leadership bios, things like that, your governance documents. Um, and our software can power editing that in in that custom designed website that we've created. The main thing is that we really wanted to give the flexibility of the client being able to own that website because we know there's a lot of limitations with that in other providers. They just want to keep control over it. And sometimes that's a bit frustrating. Additionally, um, you know, adding our tools within their existing website, that's a really big difference for us because our data anywhere, that's kind of the product name that we call the delivery of these data modules. Let's just think of it like building blocks. Um, so we are able to deliver these building blocks into any website but powered by our system, our servers. What that allows is uh, adding an investor section to any website and having our automation technology manage the, say for instance, SEC filings, press releases, stock data, charting, all that kind of stuff. The content that is typically fed, through these data feeds, and we have a solution that allows it to be displayed again into any website. So that's kind of our core, that fundamental piece of the building block that we're able to either power into the sites that we build or into any website that a client may already have.
Got it. And I guess that's B2I's unique business model, right? That's what kind of sets you apart from other companies too.
That is, in fact, that's really what changed our business model. We really saw that, clients liked having us build and manage their website, but also had other requests where they wanted to put these data feeds on their corporate website. When we started seeing that as a regular request, we were like, we decided that it was beneficial for us to create these data feeds, these building blocks standalone, and make our entire software as a service able to be powered through these building blocks. So, it didn't start off like that originally. So this was a unique focus for us to change our business model to offer these data feeds, um, data anywhere, just as the name says, and make it so the data can be powered by IR Office. So that's the portal where you would log in and make the edits for content that is manually controlled versus an automated data feed.
So is IR Office kind of like a Canva for investor relations, if you would?
I would say it's very comparable. It does make it so you can edit.
And I say that where, you know, I don't know how to use Photoshop, but people can purchase Canva and learn it relatively quickly, and I think they've done well with that. So is that kind of comparable?
Right, exactly. It allows you to update content, website content, without having coding skills, pretty much along the lines of Canva, without having some serious Photoshop skills.
Now, so I guess I have another question for you that I think a lot of companies might want to know. I know you're not an investor relations firm. We talked about that, but I would assume over the years you've learned a lot about investor relations, right? And what companies do and don't do. If there's one thing that you could kind of say that a company underutilizes or doesn't take advantage of in regards to their IR website, or something where they could use your product offering, what would that be?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, we really have tried to produce a best practices guide for companies to take some ideas from what we've seen over the many years. As far as something that would be underutilized, I would say really a message from the CEO or from the C-suite, giving some understanding around uh, the investment opportunity, the uniqueness of their business. That's something that it's really reaching into the investor relations role, but it's something that needs to come from the C-suite because if someone's doing their due diligence on a company to decide if they're going to put money in it, it really comes down to seeing the vision of the company and that C-suite that's driving this vision. Because at the core, that's what it's all about. They're the ones guiding the company. Directors may be, helping with that guidance, but it really comes down to conveying that understanding of how is this company different, how is their offering different, and where they fit into the market. We really don't get too much into, like you mentioned, the IR role, but we have our IR partnerships that we lean on to. If someone doesn't have someone that they're currently working with, that's always an opportunity. In fact, that's something we've prided ourselves on, is building relationships in the industry, just because this there's a lot of these niche areas in the publicly traded company world that whether it's if they're going to do a conference call webcast or if they're going to put out press releases, there's all kind of services they need. So we've partnered with a lot of these services, and we offer them our service, our solutions for their clients, and vice versa.
Got it. All right, Joe. Well, listen, we are coming up on time, but I do always like to end. If companies want to contact you to learn more about your product or just, whether it's an IR firm or a public company that trades on OTC markets, what's the best way for them to do that? Email, LinkedIn, etc.
Absolutely. Email, LinkedIn, a direct phone call. I mean, we pick up the phone. We are very active in engaging with our clients, but certainly our LinkedIn uh, profile is going to be B2Y Tech, LinkedIn.com /B2Y Tech, and then our corporate website B2YTech.com has a contact us form. We have a chat service on there. So really, we have a lot of means of communication, and we definitely believe in handling those communications as clients need to speak to us, or someone's interested in our service.
Wonderful. Well, Joe, again, we spoke with Joe Dunlow, Chief Executive Officer of B2I Technologies Inc. Joe, thanks a lot for joining us
Thank you
today.
so much, Matt. It's a pleasure speaking with you.